Mental shortcuts, an examination of heuristics. Heuristics, often referred to as mental shortcuts, are cognitive tools that individuals use to make decisions quickly and efficiently, especially when time or information is limited. These shortcuts allow people to bypass complex analytical thinking by relying on past experiences, learned patterns, and intuition to guide their choices. For instance, when faced with a decision on which route to take, a person may choose the path they remember to be the quickest, even if they haven't examined other options closely. Heuristics are built on the brain's tendency to recognize patterns and make inferences, reducing cognitive load and enabling swift decision-making. Types of heuristics: availability, representativeness, and anchoring. Several well-known types of heuristics play unique roles in decision-making. Availability. Heuristic. This involves basing judgments on readily available information or recent experiences. For example, after hearing news reports of car accidents, a person might overestimate the likelihood of having an accident, as recent vivid examples are more easily recalled. Representativeness. Heuristic. In this heuristic, individuals make judgments based on how much something resembles a certain stereotype. For instance, if someone meets a person who is quiet and methodical, they might assume that person is more likely to be a librarian than an entertainer, even though statistically librarians are rarer. Anchoring heuristic. This involves making judgments based on an initial piece of information, known as an anchor, and adjusting decisions around it. For example, when negotiating a salary, the first number presented often serves as an anchor, and subsequent offers or counteroffers are compared to that initial amount. Helpful or harmful? Heuristics have a dual nature. They can significantly enhance efficiency, but also introduce biases and errors in judgment. Benefits of heuristics. Heuristics are particularly helpful when making decisions under conditions of uncertainty or time constraints. They reduce the mental effort required and allow individuals to rely on intuitive, experience-based reasoning. In situations where quick decisions are essential, such as emergency situations or routine tasks, heuristics can facilitate effective action without extensive analysis. For example, an experienced doctor may recognize symptoms of a condition immediately without having to go through a full list of possible diagnoses, thanks to the availability heuristic informed by past cases. Potential harms of heuristics. Despite their advantages, heuristics can also lead to cognitive biases, flawed reasoning, and misjudgments. The availability heuristic, for instance, can cause people to overestimate the likelihood of rare but memorable events such as plane crashes due to recent media coverage. The representativeness heuristic can lead to stereotyping and snap judgments about people or situations, disregarding more accurate data. Anchoring can result in anchoring bias, where individuals rely too heavily on an initial piece of information even when it's irrelevant or inaccurate, affecting decisions in fields like finance, negotiation, and even everyday spending. The impact on decision-making. The impact of heuristics on decision-making is context-dependent. In environments where experience aligns with reality, heuristics are generally beneficial. However, in complex or unfamiliar scenarios, relying on heuristics may lead to poor decisions. For example, when hiring for a new role, a hiring manager who uses heuristics based on candidates' resumes or appearance may overlook important skills or character traits that a more structured assessment would reveal. Heuristics also play a crucial role in consumer behavior, where marketing can exploit these mental shortcuts, like anchoring in pricing strategies, to influence purchasing decisions. Balancing heuristic use with analytical thinking. A balanced approach to decision-making involves knowing when to rely on heuristics and when to engage in more deliberate, analytical thinking. Awareness of potential biases can also help individuals recognize when they may be misled by mental shortcuts. For instance, by understanding the availability heuristic, someone may consciously seek more comprehensive data rather than relying on recent or memorable experiences. In fields like medicine, law, and management, training individuals to recognize these shortcuts and biases is essential for improving decision accuracy and mitigating errors. Conclusion: heuristics serve as an indispensable part of human cognition, enabling efficient decision-making in daily life. They harness past experiences and intuitive patterns, allowing individuals to act swiftly when needed. However, they also come with the risk of cognitive bias and flawed judgments. Understanding both the benefits and limitations of heuristics and the conditions under which they are most effective allows for improved decision-making and greater self-awareness. This dual understanding can transform heuristics from mere mental shortcuts into well-managed cognitive tools.